Here we go, everybody. Here at it again. So, of course, the news is really blowing up about different companies kind of, issuing their own statements, and some of them even folding. It looks like Gogokid is the latest one that appears to be gone. Popular company. A lot of people really liked it. It wasn't anywhere nearly the size of VIPKid, but I know a lot of teachers that also taught for VIPKid. Some of them exclusively that they only taught for Gogokid. So it was a good company by all the sounds. I'll go ahead and read you the letter. They actually sent this out just before midnight on the East Coast. So they gave about a 10-minute a 10-minute warning. So not much time that they let the teachers know, not much of a heads up on this. Basically what they said is that this letter is to inform you that as of August 5th, 2021, Gogokid will suspend the curriculum offered to all Chinese students. This decision is in light of the recent educational policy revisions in China. All classes starting on August 5th will be canceled from the system. Your remaining July classes will be paid no later than August 5th, and those of August will be paid no later than August 31st. Your continued support and partnership mean more than you know. If there is anything more for which you may require assistance, don't hesitate. Contact us. Sincerely, Gogokid. And that is what they sent to their teachers, really just right before I made this video that went out. So first of all, my condolences to the teachers of Gogokid. I know a lot of people had that. A lot of VIPKid teachers were teaching for multiple platforms to fill in bookings, so definitely a hit. That means more competition for whatever bookings that we get with VIPKid. So far, VIPKid hasn't really come out with a more official statement than what they've said. Now, what they said is kind of par for the course for VIPKid, kind of almost SOP, standard operational procedures, if you will. They usually are kind of the last to really tell people, and I hear a lot of the hopeful teachers saying, well, no news is good news, and with VIPKid it's never really been that way. They're always kind of they keep it in the pocket for whatever reason, and then they kind of let us know. I know a lot of people like to listen to people that are with the VIPKid advocacy team, but they work for the company. I mean, unless they just go rogue, they're going to say what they're supposed to say, I think. Nothing against them, and we shouldn't be mad at those people. This isn't VIPKid, or none of these companies came up with this policy. This came out of the blue, I think, for them. Now, I think I heard a rumor about it back in March. I heard something about it, but nevertheless, they probably didn't. This is unexpected, I think. So I think we should give these people grace. Like, nobody in the company, from the names, the people that are on the official page, Cindy, me, Dino, whoever, those people didn't want this. This wasn't their plan. So I think it a really big deal here, and you're not gonna probably get updates from VIPKid until the last. I mean, Gogokid just let people know that basically they're out of a job right before it happened. We're looking at, I think, Palfish is, kind of in the air. Magic Ears, Palfish has made a statement, and so basically just stay strong, everybody, stay positive. I'm going to keep teaching. I put back up my Nancy Taylor map, and I'm just going to go strong until they tell me I can't teach anymore. That really is my plan. I'm going to finish what I started, cross the finish line, strong, with my head held high and my dignity, doing what we do best, and I would advise you guys to do the same. Now while you're doing that, be looking for an exit strategy. Now, that being said, it's not over till it's over. You never know. There might be something that happens. Maybe this is all a big scheme to make VIPKid be like the only English teaching company in China. I really don't know, but I kind of doubt that. I would lean towards probably not. You get on the official page, and I don't mean to. People are kind of attacking one another a little bit. I mean, there's even a lady on the official page that is calling people racist for, I kid you not, she's calling people a racist because they're worried about losing their job. Somehow that's somehow that's racist to think that VIPKid would maybe withhold information. You know, she's really seriously making that connection. Unbelievable, unbelievable that somebody would really go that far. But I'm not going to go out like that. We're not going to talk bad about each other or bash each other. Hopefully, for the most part. But you know, Magic Ears has issued a letter. I could go ahead and find that and read that to you. I'll try to put images up in here, just so you can see those. Let's see. There's my link here. Let's see. So yes, Magic Ears did release a statement. Here's what they had to say. Now they're kind of saying a different thing. I believe they're kind of saying they plan on being in operation for a while and having teachers on their platform. I don't know what the difference is, but here's their letter. It says, "Dear teachers, many of you have been closely following the news regarding the new governmental regulations released at the end of July. These regulations affect all companies that offer tutoring on subjects that are taught in public school curriculum, including English. It has taken time not only to understand the impact that these new regulations will have on Magic Ears, but also to recover from the initial blow." So, I mean, it's a big blow to these companies. I mean, blaming the company is, in my opinion, out of line. Blaming the company, the staff, or anybody like that. They're trying to deal with this, and I'm not going to fault anybody with the company for anything, really. I mean, but I'm going to do my due diligence, and we are independent contractors. So the idea that I'm going to wait for VIPKid to make a statement, you people are crazy to say that. I don't know. That just blows my mind that there's people out there that are like, well, I'm not going to do anything until VIPKid tells me what to do. I mean, really? Don't be like that. Don't be an Eeyore. There's people out there saying, well, there's nothing we can do about it. We can't control it. So no, guys. You can control how you react to it. You can control your next movement. You can control a lot of things. Yeah, you can't control Chinese regulations, but you can control what you do about it. You can control your next movement. And so many of you are, if no one's told you this, but you people are amazing. You can do so much. You really can. You have talent. You have ability. You are more than just a VIPKid teacher. You can do a whole lot of things. So, take that, confidence or whatever you've gained, whatever you've learned from this, and use it moving forward. I mean, I've just seen this community do so many amazing things, and hopefully, I keep a lot of you friends around. I stopped reading this, I'm sorry, but so they go on to say that, it's taken time to understand the impact that these regulations will have on Magic Ears, but also to recover from the initial blow. These past weeks have been very difficult for us in the Beijing office, okay? But instead of trying to hide the sobering facts, we have prepared this official announcement to be transparent. We believe our family of teachers have the right to know what is happening, so a vague announcement isn't enough. We want you to know the situation that we are in and what our plan is. That's an interesting choice of words. First of all, to be clear, the growth of the ESL industry is no longer being encouraged, and it will not be permitted to expand. The new regulations set in place will restrict activity for all ESL companies based in China. Right? Okay, it will shrink the industry, and eventually it will be dissolved entirely. Notice they say shrink, so it's already done that, hadn't it? Okay, so yeah, all companies, including Magic Ears, have downsized. We are now running only on a quarter of the staff that was initially supporting our students and teachers. I don't know when they're talking about, but I know VIPKid used to have a lot more people in Beijing, but a lot of stuff has happened. I'll keep going. Anyway, so I'm sure other people have read this as well on YouTube, but on the upside, the government will be allowing some concessions to companies on an individual basis so different companies are being treated differently, okay? They're from their own words, that's what that sounds like, as they implement the new regulations. The good news is for Magic Ears, our teachers and parents is this: they are allowing us to honor our contractual obligation with the parents who have already purchased classes. This is good news because, number one, most parents have purchased many months or even a year of classes in advance, and they would prefer for their children to attend classes rather than to get a refund. So that's kind of telling us a few things. That first of all, refunds are in play, that people could ask for refunds, and number two, our teachers can still count on steady work from our classes for months to come. So, they're in a different situation because I think they only have a certain amount of teachers and there's guaranteed hours. So, they cannot take people on and still teach. They're a little bit different. Anyway, but the big question still stands: how many more months? The truth is, it's still hard to know exactly what will happen. A few months from now, or if some unexpected updates could come from the government. At any rate, according to our estimations, we feel confident that the booking rate will be stable as usual and will not fluctuate for the next 6 months. That's good news for Magic Ears. Based on this estimation, we are calculating that starting around February of 2022, the booking rate will gradually decrease more and more over the following 6 months until all student classes have been taught. So contrary to some rumors, Magic Ears will not close. Rather, we feel confident that we will be functioning well for approximately another year. That's good news. And we want you to know this because we want you to continue this journey with us and our students as long as it remains possible. You mean so much to our students and so much to us that we sincerely hope that you will continue teaching with us as long as we can continue to book classes for you. You got to love the honesty and transparency with that. With the above in mind, we want to ease your concerns and make some of the following points clear. You can feel very confident about your pay. As long as you teach for us, you will be paid every month on time, as we have been known for doing for the past 4.5 years. We are especially confident about this and the fact that our parent company, Happy Seed, continues to maintain revenue from their other classes that are unrelated to the public school curriculum. To be sure that we have enough teachers to meet the demand for classes, we will continue to renew contracts, good news, right, of our current teachers and hire new teachers as needed. Our referral program will also continue. And so the class support team, communications team, and coach team will continue to be there for you. As we always say, Magic Ears is always with you. I've never heard that. But I got to get some water. My mouth is dry. It never happens in class, but when I make these videos, it does that. Okay, so they're going to continue to be there for you. However, due to downsizing, we are reorganizing our services to focus on the most crucial aspects of our teacher support. Starting today, communication will focus on answering emails only regarding payments, contracts, accounts, and standbys. Feel free to email us if you have the above issues. We will try our best to answer you within 48 working hours. Please note, Ding Talk accounts, for whatever that is, for standby authority communications and negative pay slips will no longer be used. Zoom teacher trainings workshops have been indefinitely suspended, so no more of that. We will still evaluate classes, offer feedback, but our focus will be especially on classes of new teachers and classes that receive a parent complaint. The carrot system and related pay raise policy will continue as it currently is. Our coach team will actively help sophomore teachers to rank to juniors so that they can qualify for a pay raise. Unfortunately, due to our current shortage of staff, we will not be able to rank teachers to senior or Magic Master frequently. Okay, and as mentioned previously, there may still be new policies that will need to be announced in the future, but this is a situation that we are currently dealing with. We promise you that we will always be honest and keep our teachers updated as the situation unfolds. To close, we want to say thank you to each and every one of the Magic Ears family members for your contribution and love that you've shown us. We hope that you can continue working with us as heroes to Chinese children for the coming year. You gotta love that, huh? Possibly the last year of Magic Ears. Even though the business will no longer exist due to unavoidable constraints that have been placed on us, we believe Magic Ears in Bonnie will become a beautiful memory in all of our hearts for the rest of our lives. That almost makes you want to cry. I actually was sent a Bonnie doll by one of their workers once long ago, and it really meant a lot to me. I never worked for Magic Ears, but somebody really sent me one of these dolls. I had sent it. I mailed it to someone else who was actually a Magic Ears teacher because I felt like they had deserved it more. But there's a few things I'm reading from their post. VIPKid really has. They've said the usual. We don't really know what's going on. We'll let you know what's going on. You can read their post on the official page. It doesn't really say anything. It doesn't really say anything. But when I read this, there's a few things that kind of stand out. One of the big ones is that they kind of imply that different companies are being treated differently. So there's that's kind of a big deal. Whereas, for instance, I think I don't know why I can't think of the company, but there's a couple of them that have actually shut down shop. But Gogokid, we know from this letter that just came out that they basically completely shut the door, canceled all their classes, and that's it. So they didn't get whatever concession it was that Magic Ears had gotten. So, and I'm not really sure which one of those companies. I think Gogo might be actually a little bigger than Magic Ears. Am I right? I don't know. Maybe you guys tell me. But because I've known some teachers that really like it over there, and I wonder whatever happened to some of these other companies. Whatever happened to Orange Talk? Anybody know? Anyway. So what I'm seeing there is that there's the possibility that VIPKid, who is very well funded, has some pretty significant financial backers, people with deep pockets, that type of thing. I would think they might get the best treatment. Who knows? We would like to think that they're gonna have be in the best position. What that means. I think that first of all, a lot of these Gogokid teachers are also VIPKid teachers, so now they're going to be competing for more slots with us anyway. So there's that. Magic Ears, them too. A lot of them, they work for multiple companies. That's always been the thing. Fill your gaps, diversify. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. The problem is that this is one ESL basket, and the whole the whole basket is basically is in trouble here. But I think I had a trial tonight. Person didn't show up, but they're booking trials. They still appear to be hiring people. They still appear to be doing some things. So, my thought is that for a lot of us, even, you're going to be able to probably teach for many months to come. How long that is, I don't know. So, but when I say that, you got to also prepare that might not happen. It might not happen. That's a possibility, a hope. But I wouldn't plan on that. I would say, me personally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach until, or right up till the end, barring, some opportunity comes up that I have to take and I'm not able to teach. But I'll still have some classes, if it's one or two on the weekends, that's what it will be. But, I'll still, do that. Right now I'm booking short notices pretty strongly. And it could be that people are trying to use up all their units before the whole thing goes kablooey. There definitely are parents in China. You can just ask around, ask your WeChat parents. A lot of them are of the belief that VIPKid is going to go under. Yes, there's some that are saying it's not, but in my opinion, you're ignoring the majority for the little, you're hearing what you want to hear kind of thing, and that, people tend to do that. Again, there's a lot of that in the official page. It just kind of turns into the same old, I don't know why it gets like that, quite honestly, but I think a lot of people are in a serious case of denial, quite honestly, and that's not a good place to be. And, again, that gets into areas that, people that always put that, kind of positive spin, that toxic positivity is what it's really called, might, I don't know, that you don't put up with so much, I guess, don't, stand up for yourself and realize that, when there's a bunch of warning signs, you'd be the kind of women that are going to stay with that guy or something and say, well, he there's some good about him, or or well, I can change him, or you know what I'm talking about. That's the same kind of thing sometimes. I think I don't know, but it gets pretty vicious over there at times. But this is where we are. I don't, like I say, I don't know anything more than anybody else. I don't really work at trying to figure it out so much. I probably could, I guess. Maybe I should, see what I can find. But the thing I've certainly enjoyed meeting so many of my fellow teachers. It's been a wonderful run either way, whenever it runs out, if it's tomorrow, if it's, next month. I think we're going to keep going for a while, but you have to make preparations and listen to what's going on and realize that, for one thing that I could tell you is that VIPKid has a pretty much perfect track record of being the last company to let its teachers know what the heck's going on. They've done it in so many cases that I could tell you about, and some of it's just willful ignorance. It is. It's nothing else. That's what it is. And, you're listening to these people that are basically hired, PR people. That's what their job is. They're not going to sit there, especially if they're in China, but even in San Francisco, and some of them even teachers that are just, on they're towing the company line. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. They're just doing their job, and we shouldn't be angry at them, but you need to pay attention to this stuff. It is a big deal. It is a big deal if this is a serious income for you, and it is for a lot of people. This job has pulled a lot of people, out of bad situations into better situations. It's changed a lot of lives for the better. It's just been, a real blessing for a lot of people, and it's sad to see that. Magic Ears is that way. Gogokid too. They've, those teachers have done a lot of good work over at Gogokid. It's been a good company. Those are great teachers too, and some of them, many of them, most of them, I would say, are fellow VIPKid teachers. Now, I'm going to tell you something. If I were you, I would change my pay to weekly. I sure would. I would not be on no monthly pay, just because you don't want to be in that situation. I'm not saying anything. Don't call me a racist. But sometimes companies, they're like, if we don't, I'm just saying, just to kind of, keep everything safe. But, maybe I'll be wrong, and you can all laugh at me later and say, hey, you were the guy that was, doom and gloom. I don't feel like I'm doom and gloom. I feel like I'm truth and honesty. That's what I feel like, and that's what we're doing. And, unfortunately, the official page is just going to get blown up. It's going to turn into a big fight. It's, not a cool thing. And there's a lot of other opportunities out there. Again, a lot of people are making it work on OutSchool. It's a different thing. You have to kind of create your own curriculum. You can do it. You can do amazing things. We need teachers right here in America. There is a teacher shortage. And I know it's just because a lot of people hate teaching, right? But, think about it. Our country needs you. Our country needs teachers. These children need teachers. So maybe that is something to think about. I know, it bugs me too, the way the way it all is kind of set up, but, I'm definitely looking at getting into that and do some substitute teaching. They're going to need substitutes, so just some ideas. Underwriting for real estate, that's a big one for remote. There's a lot of remote work out there, customer service type remote work that you do from home. That's, Sitel, that's a corporation, the Sitel Group, I believe is the name of that company. There's a few of them here in America that you could do that are definitely on the up and up that, you would do great at, and everybody's going to go, maybe in a different direction, and I hope that VIPKid finds a way, if any company could, VIPKid could. If anyone could, this would be the company to do it, and that's my hope. I'm not against the company by any means. I don't, I really love my time with this company and teaching for this company, and it's been, it's been a lot of fun. So, I hope, and that things do turn out that way. And again, I'm optimistic that if any company could figure out a way to keep it going, then be this company. This little guy here, he's got him a home. He'll be leaving us soon. Can you hear him purring? He's just a purr monster, but he's a good kitty. We had him when I first got him. He would fit right in my little hand, and he's a good boy. He's got a brother, and they both get in a home. Anyway, I've stayed on here a little long. Probably a lot of videos about this, but that's it. Stay positive. For those of you that can stay, let's just keep going and do our best and do what we do. Do what we do. Let's finish strong. Let's finish this thing with pride and show them what Team Orange can do and show them what we're all about. And I'll be right here with you. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and get this thing across the finish line. Complete. Finish what we started, and best of luck to you guys. Anyway, that's it for me. We'll see you next time.